Hello, everyone. I hope we are doing good today on this Sunday. Thank you for another episode of Encouraging and Uplifting Men. It is a pleasure to be here today. It is definitely a pleasure. I have been up running back and forth two different properties. I'm house sitting as well as at home as well. And I'm going to tell you guys already, you can probably hear it in my voice, or you will hear it in my voice. I am still adjusting to being in Columbus, Columbus, Georgia, from moving up north from Baltimore to here. This will be our first fall winter here. So my body is still adjusting. My allergies, my asthma is really acting up. But you know something? To be above ground is still a blessing. So I'm just gonna power through and keep going. I definitely have been taking, allergies medication, my Flonase, my inhaler, my pump, all of that stuff, to keep me able to making it through. Once again, it's a pleasure to be here today, and I always say that because it truly is a blessing to be able to do something that you enjoy. This is something that I love to do, sharing and talking with people and just sharing some things that I've seen and experienced on my life journey. And hopefully this will be able to help someone else. Like I always say, if I can just enlighten one person or inspire one person or teach one person or show someone that there's another way. There's always another way. I don't want anyone to ever feel that this is the only way that I have to go through this or I have to deal with this. There's always other ways of approaching things in life. What brings us to the topic of today, the height of everything that is going on. There's something that I was taught at an early age. A lot of us was taught this, I'm sure, or heard this as we were growing up as kids. And if you hear the music in the background, it's my gospel music. I love playing it. So I do not own the rights to this music. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there now. But I was enjoying listening to it. I was in here doing some things in the office or whatnot, and throughout the rest of the place. And it was playing, and just once again, my upbringing, we always had music going, especially gospel music every day. That's how we began our day in my family. And I still do it to this day. It's good to hear that sometimes. Music has a way of being therapeutic through what you're going through in life. It helps a lot. It's another form of therapy for me and for many others. So this is another way to help you improve you and make yourself better, and make yourself not just better for the people that you're around, make yourself better for yourself and for the creator as well. So music is a part of therapy for me, a meditation and a way of relaxing and filling my space with music and plants and positive thinking and positive energy. That's my passion. So the topic that I'm gonna talk to today is I just titled it, what about your friends? What about your friends? I'm sure everybody has heard this story and the death of a young life that was taken, Shaquetta Robinson. I know yesterday they laid her to rest, and my heart go out to her family. That is a tough pill to have to swallow. That is something where you're constantly, every day or every other day, learning new elements or new layers of what happened with her. But my heart and my prayer goes out to her family, so they will be able to get the peace, the understanding, and have the strength to be able to make it through this. And not only this story helped prompted me speaking today about what about your friends. It's just something I've seen as I've gotten older. I remember my mom telling me, the people you think are your friends are not your friends. You can count your friends, your true ride or die friends, loyal to the end, good for you, you good for them, on one hand. I really do believe that. Everyone else is going along for the ride. And you really have to pray for discernment so you can really be able to figure out who's good for you, who's just going along for the ride, who's just there as a looker, Who's gonna be there? And some people just love to be in your life just to be entertained by you, your ups and downs in your life. And some people really want to be there and be a fighter for you in your life, but that doesn't mean that they're your friend. They just somebody that enjoys fighting or conquering different things. I consider that person more like a colleague or cohort, as you will. Someone just like to go along through the process with you, but that does not mean that they're your friend. And I've had friends that were closer to me than my family. I still to this day have friends that are closer to me than my family. I really do. But I think as a society, as a people, as individuals, we really need to start looking at those relationships as friends, even as family members. Because I'm telling you, me and my husband, we, like I told you, I was house sitting. We're house sitting this weekend, and we do that every so often, probably about twice a month. A friend of mine, a family member, someone that I will go through anything with, and I've been through a lot with. She's out of town, and it wasn't where she had to ask me to do anything. I'm like, look, you going out of town? I'm gonna watch the house and watch the dogs. That's what someone that cares for you do. You don't have to ask them to do anything. They see the situation, what needs to be done, and if they can do anything about it, they go ahead. So, and it's in the country. And where we live now, I love it because growing up in the country of Alabama, rural area Alabama, I get to go back home some way. I'm not that far away from my family house where I grew up and I own to this day, and I thank God for that, which is about an hour and 15 minutes away. But where I live, I'm right on the cusp of Alabama and Georgia. But we get to go like 10 minutes away and be in the country. Like acres. I love that. I love that because for me, it gets me away from my day in and day out. And as you see, I work in my office. I do my podcast, and episodes that you guys are listening to here in my office. So I spend a lot of time at home. I thank God for that. But sometimes I want to step outside of my little space and go be somewhere else and smell and enjoy and all of that. And being in the country gives me that. I will tell anybody, I know a lot of you guys are city people, but every once in a while you need to step away from the city and from your environment and go and smell and hear and see the sky, smell the ground, the leaves falling, all of that good stuff. It's very therapeutic for me. I love it. I enjoy it. And it gives me that opportunity to just be silly, be quiet, roll around in the grass with the dogs, sit out there on a blanket and just forget that I'm Nathaniel, that I'm a businessman, all the things that I do. There's no titles. I get to strip down. I stick my cell phone in my pocket and we just enjoy it. While the dogs are running around doing everything they're doing, half of the time we're out there with them rolling around. But it gets me to be a kid, and I love that. And that keeps me centered, it keeps me young, it keeps me laughing. And I enjoy it. And I would recommend that for anybody. You get a chance. I mean, if you have to go get your Airbnb somewhere in North Georgia or the mountains or, a state park or Asheville, North Carolina, the Smoky Mountains, the Poconos Mountains, whatever you have to do to get yourself out of that everyday monotonous that you do and we do, it will be amazing. And it will add to your life. It will add to you. It will give you a place of peace and rest. Now that is if you want that. I am understanding as I meet people, as I talk to people, everybody don't want to be healed and delivered. Everybody don't want to be in peace. Everybody don't want to be happy. I'm understanding that. Some people like being in the shit that they're in. And yes, I'm saying that. And Jennifer Lewis said it best. If you stay in shit long enough, it stops smelling. It does. And I take that back to talking about friends and acquaintances. I had to learn that everybody in your life don't wish you well. Everybody you come in contact with don't wish you well. The fact that you are alive and breathing and thriving or making it or whatever, that ticks some people off. But you have to be very particular of who you let around you. Because like I said, I don't think it's the enemies that do you wrong. I think it's the friends and the family members. Your enemy don't care nothing about you. I think we need to flip that name. Your enemies is your friends and family. Them enemies out in the street, they know who you are. They don't whatever. It's them people that are close to you, that you call babe, wifey, husband, mother, father, sis, brother, best sis, good Judy, all of that. Those are the people you need to be watching. Because those are going to be the ones that's going to do you in. And I had to learn that. In learning that, I'm very, I don't want to say I have trust issues, but let me put it to you like this. I feel trust is earned. I feel as you get to know someone, you will see things as they move, as you get to know them and the different layers of them, you will see if someone is trustworthy. But someone you just meeting, oh, I trust you. No, that's something you have to be earned with me. Because I gotta sit there and watch you. I gotta see how you move and navigate through things. I gotta see you through different seasons. I gotta see you when you got money, when you don't have money, when you're heartbroken, when you're grieving, when you're happy, when you're sad. I gotta see you through all of those different settings and see how people move, because we're quick to call people bae and best friend and good Judy and all that stuff, and you really don't know that person. You don't know them. Just like the story that I was speaking about earlier, that young lady thought those people was her friends. We need to start doing gut checks on people and listening to those gut checks. Anytime you come around someone or anything and you get this little uneasiness in your gut, listen to that. That is telling you something. That is your subconscious telling you that this is not the right person to have an altercation with or interaction with or anything. Some people it's just a hey and a bye kind of situation, but and I know I have in the past, I'm gonna be honest, I had such a good heart. I still got a good heart, but I'm very selective of who I give access to that. I don't put everybody in this close 2 feet area of me. I don't get that to everybody. Everybody doesn't get that access. When you call me, it depends on what type of access I have to you. There are people that call me that are close to me, that when they call, want it to ring, I got it. Or if I'm not busy, I will. But if I'm busy and you shoot me a text or something like that, depending on what access you have to me, is how I respond to it. I learned not to always be accessible to people, because that does give them leeway, power to you, closeness to you. When it comes to like my people very close to me, people that I know. So if my mom or my husband call me or anything, text me or whatever, or come to me, I'm dropping everything and listening to what they're saying. There are some people that have that access to me, not a whole lot. I will tell you, you really have to put those boundaries up with people, because you would end up in situations where it is not going to be good for you. It could be detrimental to your health, to your life. Being in the wrong presence with wrong people. Like I said, everybody is not your friend. Everybody do not wish you well. Family members as well as friends, acquaintances, cohorts, co-workers. That was something else I had to learn. You're there to get a job done, get a paycheck and hit the door. You're not there to make friends, because people are gonna do what is best for them. That can be gaslighting you, that can be burning you, that can be using you, that can be stealing from you, that can be killing you. And there's different ways to kill a person. Verbally by slandering their name, their character, watching them on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, following people and not even liking, commenting, and sharing. I have people all over social media follow me. Do I know any of them? No. So it made me as a influencer, now as a podcaster, I had to go through it and really look at, are they viewing to view, viewing to like, viewing to share, or what is their content? What are their intentions? Because I have to protect myself as a brand, as a content creator, as a blogger, as a podcaster, as a person, as a man, as an entity. I have to protect myself, and it's okay to do so. Put those boundaries up. Check those people. If you have friends on Facebook that you have never spoke to, they've never spoken to you, you've never interaction, you've never seen and like or whatnot, you need to go through and do some checking. Start weighing those people. I weigh everybody to come in my, a lot of times if I'm not clear, but I thank God because He's given me the sight to see, and I listen to my gut. What are you trying to get from me? What do you need? What do you want? And I understand, and I thank God that I learned what my gifts are, because your gifts can draw people to you, good and bad. That's what that weighing and that checking and that, okay, what are you here for? What are you trying to get from me? What am I bringing to you? I ask people that a lot of times. What are you getting out of this? Am I inspiring you? Am I helping you? Or are we sharpening each other and making each other better? What is this? I ask people. And also what I do is I let people who are close to me know that I appreciate them, know how I feel about them, because I don't want anybody to walk away from an interaction with me and be like, well, I wonder if Nate is good. I wonder if he likes me. I wonder if he is getting what I'm putting down. I'll let you know very quickly. But this comes through a lot of hurt. This comes from a lot of therapy. This coming from, I know who I am. I know what I can bring to a situation. I know I can be a great friend. I know I can be an amazing business partner. And in knowing that, I know how much to put up with. I don't friend everybody. I don't bring everybody in my circle. Because if you 2 feet of me, either you trying to kiss me or stab me in the back. And it's up to me to be able to know the difference between the two. Same thing with my husband. We talk about this all the time. We don't let a lot of people in our space. We don't let a lot of people get close to us. He's my best protector and I'm his best protector. And he'll tell you real quick, Nate gonna shut it down. Nate gonna shut it down. Nate gonna ask you real quick, what are you trying to do? What do you want out of this? Don't be wasting my time. Because that's something else. You are pouring all that you have into these individuals, and only thing they're doing is taking, using, lying about getting what they got, lying about everything, and just stabbing you in the back the whole time. The so-called enemy you think you have in your head all the way out there don't get to do anything to you, because you got closer enemies to you that's screwing you over so good. So good. Check those relationships. Check those individuals. What are they bringing to you? How are they making you better? How are you making them better? And I'm telling you, either they're blessing you or they sucking from you. When we were coming back from that friend house and watching checking the house and spending time with the dogs, there was 2 buzzards that we saw up on the power line. One was just sitting there, and there was one on the ground just getting to the spoils. There was one watching, making sure that the other one went, and they were switching out. We saw them switch out. One go down and eat, the other fly back up. I look at friends and I look at family member that way. There's people in your life that is there to suck as leeches, to grab, and as carnivores, as vultures, to get what you want. And I saw these vultures open their arms up. I mean, their wingspans were about as long as the car. And I was like, these things are, yes, I've seen vultures before, but to see this happening a while ago, like not even 2 hours ago, and I was like, Charles, look at them bugs. And we talk, that's how we talk. I said, that's how people do in our lives. I said, God is giving me something right now. Watch those vultures. Watch those leeches that are sucking on you. Now, leashes can exist if they don't have a host to be around or a host to latch on to, but you need to watch them. I had to learn how to be okay by myself. I had to learn. Before I got married, before I got the dogs that I have, I had to learn how to be by myself, be complete in my own space. A little old boy from Alabama, I had to learn how to be okay. It wasn't outside things that could feel me as a person, as a man, as an individual. I had to learn how to feel myself. I had to learn how to be okay with not being okay. I had to learn in turning off my cell phone, turning off everything, and chilling in my apartment by myself. And I can do it days, weeks at a time. I've gotten to the point where my husband, when we first met, he was like, "When's the last time you've been out your apartment?" And I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "You need to get out. Come on, let's go walking. You've been in this apartment for days." He said, "I know you've been in this apartment for about a month and a half. I will have everything delivered or whatnot." I was in a 34 building. I was on the 7th floor. I was fine. I had a grocery store downstairs, dry cleaners, liquor store, restaurants, all of that was downstairs, cleaners, everything was downstairs. I didn't have to go out for anything if I didn't want to. So during pandemic and all that stuff, when we were in self-quarantine, I was okay. To me, even today, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm still in quarantine against people. I've been 6 feet in people. Like I said, my 2 feet rule. Either you trying to kiss me or you trying to stab me. Either or, I gotta control this situation. I gotta check you. Because if we start doing that now, that will make people either flee or do what the work that they need to do to be in your life. Because I'd be darned, I'm gonna tell you something. I had to learn I am not Jesus. I did not get up on a cross and die for nobody. In saying that, I cannot save nobody. I had to put my cape, my superhero cape, down, and the tiara from Wonder Woman or Superman, the blue suit, I had to put that down. Because I could not save another hoe. I couldn't save nobody. I had to try to save me. I'm still working on my soul salvation every day. But in saying that, I can encourage, I can motivate, I can high five, I can talk to you, I can pray with you, but you're gonna lead your own prayer. I'm not praying for folks because my prayer may not be the prayer that you need in your life. I had to pray for myself. I learned that no one can have a connection with God for you. You have to do it for yourself. All this had to be done for me. Not saying I'm a selfish individual. Now I get you started now. You start praying, Our Father, you want to feel and rest up because you know what you need. I want to teach you, not give you everything. Because like I said, I can't save nobody. I stopped that a long time ago. My captain saved a whole stuff. Because I had to learn, get this, some people are where they are for a reason. Let me say it again. Some people are where they are for a reason. It can be a cursing, it can be karma, something they did to other people and then it came back to them, or it can be whatever. There's a story in the Bible, go back and read it at your own time, the woman at the well. Also go ahead and read the man that was sitting there that was crippled, wanting to be healed. Read those stories in your own time. Once again, I'm not here to preach to you, but I'm going to tell you how I got to this realization. I can't save nobody. I'm going to tell you. I can't. Now, what you do in your own time is on you. You can take in all the strays, because everybody got a story. Everybody got a story. There's people out there in this world right now in relationships to have a place to stay. There's some people right now in relationships because they have found someone that is a good host that they can suck themselves onto and stay with. There's people in marriages right now. No, ain't no love in that marriage. It's about what I can get from you and you can get from me. There's women and men sitting up there right now watching, going around finding celebrities and people with money and influence, waiting for them outside of the gym or at the game or outside the office or at work sitting there seeing that they can think they can lay on their back and get up. You have to watch people. There's a friend, there's somebody I know, she has this song, Can't Trust No Nigga. Now, I don't like using that word, but let me tell you something. That song fit this situation. Don't trust no nigga. Google that song and listen to it. Don't trust no nigga. Don't trust these relationships or situationships. Trust, you got to weigh people. You got to weigh people. Think about it. I run myself, I manage myself like I'm a Fortune 500 company. Being a businessman for over 20 something years, everybody know you who work, they have you on a 90-day plan. They watch you. They manage you. Things that you've done well, things that you haven't done well, they'll coach you up or they'll coach you out. If you're worth it as an employee, why don't we do that in our personal lives? That's astounding. Why don't you do that in your personal life? Check them people. If you got somebody in your life that they call you when it's convenient for them, they call you when there's some shit going on, or they want to get some information, or they need to borrow some money. Well, I use that term borrow loosely, because if they're borrowing money for you, they don't have it already. You give it to them, they still not gonna have it. So you, at the end of the day, if you don't have the money to just throw to somebody, don't give money. And if you want to get rid of somebody, give them some money. I learned this stuff through my process, because I'm telling you, y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I was slow to the slow. I was leading and managing people through my heart when I had to take and start looking at them logically. Because if I start checking them, put them on that 90-day, and I continue that, I didn't stop it. I look at relationships and analyze them. Just like I not only do it for two people, I do it for myself. What am I getting out of this? How did this person help me? And I don't look at monetary thing, because I'm gonna tell you something. I have to take care of myself. Nobody can take care of Nathaniel Thomas Ford the way I do. Nobody. I love my husband. He does a great job. He's a great person to be in a relationship with. A great person I can say that I'm glad I know him. But when it comes to taking care of me, no one can do it better than me. So with that being said, I don't sit there and expect people or want people to do a whole lot for me. I really don't. I understand if I call you, you busy, you can call me back. Whenever you're not, I'm busy. But I watch how our relationship goes. If I'm doing all the calling and you ain't calling, that's a one-sided relationship. If I'm doing all the giving and you're not doing any giving, yeah, very one-sided relationship. I can cut that. Stop doing it. Cut off access. And a lot of people say, well, you know, in relationships or whatnot, I need to have closure. Now, that's for you. I analyze it. I look at it. If I see that you're not pulling your weight in this situationship, whether it's a partnership or business, whether it's networking, whether it's a relationship or familyship, whatever. If you ain't pulling what you need to do, I'll let you know initially. I will let you know, like, look, I know you busy. I'm busy. But last time I checked, we all have the same 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And if you that busy that you can't reach out to me, check on me, see how I'm doing, high five me, pat me on my back, whatever, we don't need to be nothing. You need to take, because you don't know how to manage your time. And if you don't know how to manage your time, it's not my job to tell you how to manage your time, but it's my job to show you how to treat me. And if you give me your end, the kiss, I'm only gonna give it back to you. That's me. That's real talk. Because people, if you allow people, Maya Angelou said it best. If you allow a person to come and pull a piece of hair out your head, I'm saying a piece of hair, but it can be anything. Use you, take from you, speak death on you, curse you, whatever. You let them pluck one hair out your head, baby, before long, you're going to be bald headed. And I like having my hair. And as you guys can see, it's growing out a little bit, but I typically keep a bald head because I got hair growing in everywhere I want it to grow, but somewhere up in here, it gone. I guess I had to learn from that. Because if I allow somebody to pluck my nerves or pluck anything from me or take anything from me, before long, baby, my head gonna be as smooth as my arm. So you have to teach people, show people, or cut people off and teach them how to treat you. But I'm not gonna have somebody who is in my circle or in my life sucking, taking, using, or saying that they're associated with me or by me or being in my presence or trying to dim my light or trying to suck life out of me or try to use my light to enjoy their life or make them a better person. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. My circle of people that are close to me is very small because I've learned that some people are low to the low to the low. They will tell you all the best things that you want to hear. Oh, you're incredible. Oh, I love you. Oh, I'm glad you came in my life. I don't know what I would do without you. And them same people will stab you in your back. And you remember the story. Go in your Bible and check. You see what they did to Jesus? He was Hosanna, Hosanna. God of all God, King of all kings. Them disciples ate with him, watched him minister. He took care of them, took them off the sea when the sea was riling up and he was trying to sleep and they were having a fit. Their faith wasn't strong. He even washed their feet. And when it came down to him dying, the man part of him dying, you know them jokers scattered, lied. Oh, I don't know him. I wasn't no disciple. Sold him so Judas sold him. But Judas ended up dead before he did. Watch the story. Those that are going to do you wrong or have done you wrong, I buried a lot of them. I thank God I buried a lot of them. Meaning what they did to me temporarily. It was done. It hurt. But they dead and stinking. I'm still here. In spite of what they did to me. In spite. When I know people do me or not wishing me well, and you got to understand that there's individuals walking this earth that are not of this world. Let me say it again. There's people that are walking this earth, individuals that are walking this earth that are not of this world. There's a spiritual battle that is going on this earth right now. If you don't know, you better know. You better get smart. You better learn how to fight spiritual battles. Because these people, these individuals, these demons are walking this earth trying to conquer, kill, and destroy any form or anybody they can. These people, these so-called friends we got, family members we got close to us, you better protect your heart. Protect your being, protect your spirit, protect your light. Because they are trying to do everything they can to take you down. Everything. And one thing I know about demons, if you don't know, you better start reading. They don't come in just one. They don't come in just one. And when you get healed and delivered from something else is going to come to you. You got to be ready for it. Just as sure God deliver you from something, a taste of alcohol, drugs, women, men, sex, whatever, another sin comes. More comes. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. You have to have a relationship with something that is higher than you. Because there's a lot of times I would tell you that I feel things, I see things, I can smell things. But I had to get to a space and get to a place where I can get one with my Creator. That's why I say I don't let a lot of people close to me. I'm good with friends. I don't need any more new friends. I'm good. The people I vetted and that are in my life, family members as well that I vetted, because I have family members that are not in my life. Give me just a moment. Yes, I have family members that are not in my life because I don't put up with nobody's shenanigans. If you calling me, telling me about what's going on in people's lives, I'm smart enough to know that you're trying to get some information out of me. Because if a dog bring a bone to you, he gonna take something back. You gotta watch people. I don't want you to talk about anybody to me. I don't want to hear about that. That ain't got anything to do with me. If that is not feeding me, financing me, and not screwing me, I don't want to hear it. I can take care of myself. I got a husband. I don't want to hear about what Boom Boom and Boo Creisha and them, Tyrone and them, JoJo and them. I don't care what they doing. I don't care. That's not my business. It's not my responsibility. Like I said, my responsibility is me. Excuse me. As I said, these allergies and asthma is getting best of me. I don't want to hear all of that. If you come to me, you always in need of money. You come to me and woe is me, this country, this government, everything is on my back. At some point, you want to fix it. I'm not saying I don't want to hear anybody going through something. We all go through something. But if it's more of you're always on the cross, ain't nothing I can do for you, because you need Jesus. You need God. You need the Holy Spirit. You don't need me. Ain't nothing I can do for you. Real talk. You wasting your time sharing that with me if you think I'm going to fix something and make something happen. Like I said, I burnt my Captain Save a whole costume up a long time ago because I thought I could fix it. I could make it better. If I just listened to them, if I helped them through it, they would see something different. They would see that they got somebody there to help them. No, it ain't my job to be codependent. I was very codependent. No, you got to learn how to do this on your own. Just like I had to learn how to do the work on my own. Wasn't nobody there trying to help fix and put me and glue me back together and put pressure on me and walk me through what an action plan should look like to improve me. There was nobody. It was nobody. It was just me, all of that hurt, all of that pain, and God. And I think we did pretty good. So I was encouraging anybody, do the work. Do the work. Because if you're looking for these friends, family members, boyfriend, girlfriend, boo thing, the hobo you got staying in your house just to have somebody, your wife, your husband, whoever, if you think that they're going to pour into you and fix all that is broken in you, let me tell you something. You come out better pouring some coffee beans out and counting all of them. Because it ain't going to happen. You get them coffee beans counted before you sit there and find somebody to fix you. Because no human being can do it. I had to learn that. I spend a lot of my time, well, like I said, people on one hand. But I spend a majority of my time with my dogs. Because when I see my dogs, no matter what I'm going through, their tail gonna be wagging. They're gonna be jumping up to see me, to kiss me, to hug me, to hold them, to play with them, to roll around on the floor with them, or my other dog family go outside and roll around out there with them. They're always there, no matter what. They haven't hurt me yet. I spend time with people that when I'm in their presence, I enjoy it. It feeds my soul. That's what I would encourage anybody to do. Because like I said in the beginning, if they're not feeding you, oh baby, they taking. It's up to you what you allow to do. You can't blame people for hurting you. You picked them. You allowed them to treat you the way that they're treating you. It's up to you to check them. It's up to you to cut them off. It's up to you to separate yourself from them and forgive yourself for bringing that person into your life. All relationships I've had and all the things that have been done to me, I'm still here. I'm still here. And I thank God. Because what they did to me hurt for a moment. Knocked me off my game. I was disheveled. I was bewildered. But what it did not do is change me. When I say it didn't change me, it didn't put me in the ground. I ain't dead. I'm still able to take care of my life, live my life, and be who I am. It taught me some things. It taught me some lessons. It gave me an experience that I will never forget. And I know what not to do again. When people have hurt me, I say, God, thank you for this. It don't feel good. Hurt. Don't taste good. I'm disappointed because I made a bad choice. But thank you. Thank you for this feeling. I'm going to document this in my journal and in my head, that I will remember what this hurt feels like, because I'm not going to go back out there and get it again. I'm not going to let somebody else do me like that. I had to make that cognitive decision for myself, because if I allowed individuals to keep doing what they were doing to me, I would have been getting the same hurt. And if you keep taking that hurt, apparently you crazy or you like the way it feels. And I had to learn some people in life like to be hurt and broken and a victim. I ain't like that too good. I was like, Lord, give me the strength to learn this lesson. Give me the strength to fight out of this hurt. Give me the strength to forgive myself. And give me the strength to put this in my head not to do this again. You got to be willing to do the work, folks. And if you're not willing to do the work, you're going to get the same what you've been getting. Same shit. And like I said, it stops thinking. You stop smelling it. Oh, it's what it is. Oh, it's going to get better one day. I don't have one day to get better. My time on this earth is limited. Because I'm not of this world. Not of this place. There's a better place for me. And I'm speaking for me. I can't speak for someone else. To see all the things I've seen and experienced, there has to be a better place. There has to be a place for me to go and rest for eternity. And I hope and I pray for that. I live my life on that belief that God is love. I'm doing what I'm doing today out of love. It's not the fact that I want to get here and brag on my life and think that it's so perfect. No, it's not. Every day I have to fight and struggle to do the right thing, to forgive people, to love people, to always say, in this pain, in this hurt, God gonna pull us through it. God gonna make us better. God's gonna give us another day. Even though it does not look right here, even though it hurts, even though you're confused, even though you're mad, God is going to get us to a better place. We may not be here to see it. The shirt that I have on, I look to my ancestors. Because when I think about the things that they had to go through, and yes, I do get a little emotional about that. Think about the things that they had to go through on a second, minute, hour, daily basis. And I'm here now. It shows me that their hurt did not stop anything. And I thank God for that. Excuse me. I thank God for that. That shows me that there's nothing in this world that I can go through where God can't get the glory. Where I can't get what I need out of it to be a better man, a better king. and not succumb to something just to succumb to it. Nothing done, no explanation. You know, my family just gotta grieve and just gotta, you know, make it through what they make it through. But as long as God is sitting high and looking low, I'm gonna be okay. I will find the lesson in this, in it. I just need him to give me strength. Keep me so I can learn. And not just learn, share with others. Guys, I want you guys to know that there's nothing in this world too hard for God. Nothing. I know it looks bad. I know it doesn't taste right. I know you may be laying in somebody else's house, sleeping on the sofa or sleeping on the floor. I know you just got a new apartment. You may be laying on a blow-up mattress. You may be sleeping in your car, as I once was. You may be going house to house to house. But let me tell you something. It will get better. It's not going to happen in your time. Keep looking to your heels, which come your health. Because your health, our health, come from God. Like I told you, I've been there. I've been in those situations. Those people, those examples I was giving you was things that happened to me. But now I look around and I tell God, truly, if it has not been for him in my life, carrying me, protecting me, I would not be here. It hasn't been my own doing. It's truly been him. And if he can do what he's done for me, he'll do it exactly for you. Nothing I lost was lost forever. If I furnish that home, he's allowed me to do it again. And he will allow me to do it again. So this to encourage you guys. Believe in something that is higher than you. Don't put your trust all in an individual. As that song said, don't put your trust in a nigga. But my thing is, definitely believe in something that is bigger than you. Be willing to do the work that is necessary for you to be able to have the best life that you want to yourself. Like I said, all of us have an expiration date. Today I woke up. I'm getting closer to tomorrow of me leaving here. I'm okay with that because I get to be here. The presence, the past owes me nothing. Nothing. The present is just that, a present, a gift for us all. The future, no man, no woman knows. I'm going to stay with where I am right now and give God the glory. Thank you for this roof over my head. Thank you for these lights that are on my face. Thank you for these computer monitors that I have around me. Thank you for being able to smell the great essence that I have going on in the apartment. Thank you for that turtle tank that is back there that has my 2 turtles in it. Thank you for these plants. I'm thanking God for all the things that he's allowed me to be a steward over. I thank him for my life because I didn't wake up on my own. I was woken up. Something woke me up. Something put a breath in me for me to wake up. So I thank him for that. I thank him for all the small things as well as the large things because they are gifts to me. I encourage you guys to start thanking God for all the things that you have and the life that you have and the things that you're able to do because somebody woke up this morning not able to stand up, not able to feed themselves, not able to bathe themselves, not in a home that they could call their own, but we did. We need to be more grateful. We need to pray more for understanding. We need to pray more to ask for forgiveness. So not only the things that we've done in our heart, in our mind, in our mouths. Forgive those that have hurt us on this journey. Forgive them and love them. Because we all, at the end of the day, must be judged on how we live this life. I hope this have encouraged you guys. I hope it's been a blessing. You guys got to see me cry. And yes, men cry. Yes, men cry. I'm going to say it again. Yes, men cry. There's nothing wrong with that. But I tell you one thing. I thank God for all that I've been through. All that I've done, all that I've seen. I thank Him. Because it has made me who I am today. And I love this person. I am today. I love the person when I was going through. I loved God when I didn't know what I was going to go through. But I've always loved Him. Take care of yourself, guys. Be blessed. Be a blessing. Thank you for listening. Please continue to share and like. Follow me on all platforms. Instagram, Spotify, Facebook. Let me see. YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter. I'm everywhere. I am everywhere. Definitely check me out. I got videos coming out. Got more stuff coming out for you guys. And more stuff for me to say. Yes, I have more to say. Take care of yourselves and be blessed. Love you.